be great. Hopefully he can get in at some point and we can we can get some of the other questions asked. But let me see. Looks like all right. Awesome. We are live. We're here at CJN Friends. Come be a friend. www.discord.gg/CJN Friends. Today we're covering Litterbull with our friend Sergey and AK. Sergey is part of the team on Litterbull, and AK is one of the incubation team from IBC Group. So they're going to be helping us dive into Litterbull, how they gather the milk. The udders. Um, how they milk the cows and how you can milk the cows with their game and participate in their ecosystem and earn some tokens. Um, I'm looking forward to learning a little bit as well. We can kick it off with that. Sergey?
Sorry, speaking on mute. My apologies.
Yep, no
I've been
problem.
involved. My name is Sergey. I've been involved with the Litterbull project for the past year. I'm very close with the founding members, and my goal is to take us to the next level. My area of responsibility is marketing and partnerships, and I'll be able to speak about this on this meeting.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today. I'm sure the friends appreciate it. They love asking questions. I'm by about half an hour in to 45 minutes in where they're just going to start lighting up the stage chat with it. So, and I know you already introduced yourself, AK. If you want to just give it a quick run through again for those that might be tuning in live that aren't here.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. My name is AK. I'm one of the directors with the IBC Incubator. We specifically target and handpick specific businesses and companies and projects in our incubator. So whereas IBC has worked with hundreds and hundreds of clients and projects, the incubator is very, very self-tailored. We run about 60 companies. We're very hands-on. We support them in all kinds of ways, just like this here. So we're very, very excited to have Litterbull as part of our incubatees. And like I mentioned, we're very excited about the future of gaming within Telegram. We're very bullish on Telegram. We work with the Telegram Ton Foundation. We do a lot of their outreach, media, distribution, advisory. So any games that we're able to obviously get within this ecosystem would be a huge push, especially given the relationship that we have and the future that we see in gaming and in Telegram gaming. It gives people accessibility without any KYC, any borders, any credit cards, any information. You are literally just interacting with Telegram. You're playing a game on Telegram. You're earning money on Telegram. And you don't have to ever leave that ecosystem. So we really like it. We're very supportive of it. And yeah, we look to grow these type of games where you can earn for free. You don't ever have to pay to win. You just have to spend some time and participate a little bit and maybe do a couple of quests and things like that, and that hopefully rewards you and gives you a good gaming experience and hopefully an earnings experience.
That's awesome. I've never been a huge Telegram game guy. I'm gonna come out with that right from the rip, right? When TG games came out, it was sort of like when blockchain came out for a lot of people, right? It's not what you're typically used to for gaming. A lot of them are click to earn. A lot of them are idle games. And realistically, most gamers, like hardcore gamers, look at those games and they're like, "Oh, that's not a game," right? But realistically for a lot of people they have fun with like the just sitting there and clicking and going through the ecosystem, plus you've got like the fight aspect to it, which I haven't been able to experience yet because I'm not jumping into it until I get some armor and stuff. So I've got to build up some of my milk and get some of my litter up, or liter I guess you would call it. You guys, per the UK or European system, you guys go by liter instead of gallons. So I can imagine that. But I I was checking the game out and like seeing the way that things are trending. Ton ecosystem is doing amazing when it comes to gaming. They've onboarded a lot of people because primarily in the world, a lot more people are on mobile. A lot more people are non-PC users, especially in like South America, Africa, Eastern Europe, Asia. So like majority of the world operates more on devices that are mobile than on PC devices. Is that why you guys decided to take this route, Sergey?
Yeah, we wanted to keep things simple on one side without requiring users to download another app. You know, there's an abundance of apps in the stores now. We wanted you know, you have massive adoption of Telegram, so we figured, hey, you don't really have to download anything. It's simple. Yet it's not the simple kind of click and you know, basic game. It has economy. It has you know, crypto element to it, and that's why we thought you know, we were closely aligned with the Town Foundation. So we thought it was just a natural good fit.
Okay. Yeah, that's it makes sense. It makes sense, especially as a like a first move for a gaming industry or a gaming studio to push into the mobile industry first with maybe a simpler design with more advanced mechanics to give you the ability to start earning money as a studio and build out from there. Then when you have amassed enough of a war chest to maybe get into like a 3D MMORPG or an RTS game or a shooter or whatever it is that you might want to pursue, it gives you that opportunity because now you don't have to worry about revenue. You just have to worry about building right. You don't have to worry about capital. You just have to worry about building right. And I think that's where a lot of games end up failing in like the beginning of their journey is that they try to be so ambitious with what they're trying to do and they bite off more than they can chew and end up kind of choking out. Um, I have seen that the roadmap that you guys have is pretty in depth. You guys have like a lot of different things planned. I did notice a couple of things though. Were already marked to having been either released or set. Are are you guys still working on the RPG? Are you guys still building out on the back end for that?
There's still work ahead for sure. We already have pretty good adoption, but there's actually the growth of a community actually hasn't been super high for the last few months because we haven't really focused on the marketing. It's really been more about the back end development improvements. We also have some. Exciting partnerships that are going to be announced in the coming months, which we think is going to generate even more buzz and bring a lot more players to Litter.
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing it then. Um, what what inspired you guys to build Litter Bowl?
To be honest, it was just kind of a fun idea. You know, the fighting, the bulls, the milk, the whole concept was how do we create something simple, and yet it became very viral with memes and you know, people just it kind of became it created some kind of a movement. But we wanted to create something simple, something engaging, and create an ecosystem, and that was kind of the idea. It was really just a few guys brainstorming ideas, and that's how it was born. And we wanted to be different from what's out there. There's so many games out there. It's you know, it's a very crowded space. So we wanted to start very simple and small, and hopefully with the engagement of a community with more development, take it to the next level.
Oh, it hmm. That's usually how it goes, right? Like you guys come up with ideas, you guys build a product, and you guys launch the product, and from there, you hope it works. Um,
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
I mean it's kind of standard business operation. I mean, you do have the people who just come up with one idea and say, you know what, this is what I'm going to run with. But it's good to know that you guys thought of different angles before launching the idea that you did have. So that helps a little bit. When you guys when there's good planning and good execution, things usually go well. There's always the fringe case where good planning and good execution doesn't lead to the desired results. But typically in business, if you do well with it, you'll get results and you'll be able to build out what you want to build out. Now, when it comes to
You got a lot of milk.
Yeah, this is actually I've been investing it too. I finished all the quests. Yeah. So I finished what was it? The farm? I no, I didn't finish the farm. It was the urn. I finished all the quests. Shop. I was trying to get this, and then I realized that I didn't have leader that I needed to go. So like there's some things that aren't very well explained, and I noticed as I was going through the app, and that was a little bit frustrating. Like oh jeez, here comes war. I clicked the wrong button. There we go. So Moose, I've been focusing on like the milk limit and the multi tap, so that I can start building my milk faster. And then I've got my milk per hour up pretty decent. The only thing was like I didn't know that I could. No, it's not the wardrobe. Come on. Fridge. Yeah, fridge. I didn't know that I can go here to swap milk to liter and then liter to. I honestly have no idea what this token is. I imagine that this is like the ton stars or whatever. So like there's a lot that's there, but I don't see a lot of that explained when I'm coming into the game or anywhere in the game, right? So that might be something that you guys can help with, maybe like a guide on that. Especially as right now, I think you guys only have the Telegram. I didn't see a website. So it's a little confusing, and there's not many places that you can really go for guidance. Um, so I figured this out late though. So if I go and I put in what is it, 1,000, or no, it's 100 liter per 97,000 milk, and then I would be able to go to the shop and buy whatever it is that is in here with the liter. And then if I wanted to use this, I would just have to convert higher and higher until I get into whichever ones I need to get to. And that so do you guys have plans for a website coming up? Do you guys have like some sort of documentation, like a Git book or a GitHub, or yeah, Git book, or like a Notion that you're going to be releasing so that you can help the public kind of get a better idea around the game? You're muted again, by the way, Sergey.
Sorry about that.
No
The
problem.
uh, we've discussed this, but once again, we wanted to go back to the core, which is simplicity.
Oh, I think we lost him for a second.
We lost them for a second.
Yeah, same exact thought. Uh,
Sorry, maybe I can step in there. Sorry, what was the question?
I noticed that there's a little bit of an issue when it comes to like onboarding. Um,
Yeah,
there's not too much information, and some people want everything like hand fed to them information wise. Some people want to um just figure everything out. But like when I was trying to buy certain things, I didn't realize I had to convert milk to liter. You know what I'm saying? So like,
right,
yeah. And there's no guidance on that. So I was hoping that they'd be
right.
implementing like a website or maybe like some sort of Git book so that they can start having a centralized location that they can use to guide their users.
Absolutely, I agree with you. I think that is a very very good suggestion. We'll have to definitely take that into the drawing board. For me, simplicity is everything, like you say, and also the ability to be onboarded again. Yes, so you're very very valid, and I think maybe it should be like arrows that kind of tell you, okay, pop up screen, kind of like traditional games tells you if you press X, you jump, you press O, you
Yep,
roll, whatever. So it kind of should be like that, maybe a traditional screen that pops up, and each segment, or rather each button that you click would tell you what it does. I
exactly.
think he's back. I think Sergey is back. If we can pull him
Oh,
up,
yeah. Let me just tag him here because it's
and then
so
I'll
much
let him.
easier
I'll
to
let
figure
him
that out.
re-answer this question. Yeah.
Awesome. Um, there we go. Tagged. Invite to speak. There you go, Sergey. You should be able to come up now.
Yep.
Welcome back, buddy.
Can you guys hear me?
so so
Sorry, got
so
got got
no.
I got thrown out for a sec. Yeah, okay, I think hit it right on the nail right on the head. So simplicity is key here. We wanted to keep it. We've discussed internally having potentially website Q&A, but we wanted to keep it.
Yep. Did you cut out or did you just finish
Poor
talking?
guy.
It
The
sounded
word
like he cut
simple.
out at the end. Yeah.
Every time he says the word simple. Not so simple on Discord.
Discord doesn't like simple, okay? But yeah, we like Gurley mentioned before, like a guide or a short trial play, just like you mentioned with like tool tips or something for the buttons when you click them for the first time, so that you get an idea of what each one does or where you're going or what you're doing. And then like George in the chat saying he started playing the game, but he had difficulty understanding how it works. So there's a lot of I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are confused about it. Some people aren't as tech savvy. Some people aren't as like big into games, and they want to try the game because it's Web3. They can earn money. They can, it's blockchain. Everybody. The first thing that people think about when they're looking for a blockchain game is the fact that it has blockchain. So there's a monetization layer to it. You're getting people from all walks of life that are interested in potentially earning and coming into industries or like niches within the industry that they're not familiar with. So I think on the part of like most of the companies out there, the onus is on us to educate and inform and guide people through our the experiences that we want them to enjoy. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. It looks like people are already starting to release some of the questions. JK, I know you're down there. If you can just uh, send me on WhatsApp, if you can, just send me the questions that stick out if you can. If you're not too horribly tired, I know that you've been up all night. If not, I can manage it. Incentives were removed tomorrow. What part of leaderboard would still keep players engaged? You guys are already starting to load up the chat with questions. It's mentioning a DAO. So AK, when it comes to the game for you, have you participated in the fights yet? Because I haven't participated in the fights yet.
Let's bring Sergey back up one more time. He just joined on his PC. Have I
Okay.
participated in the fights? I have not participated in the fights yet. That is actually the last thing that I'm yet to do. I have earned milk, but I haven't fully equipped my character. I haven't fully equipped my character. I think we can hear ourselves back here.
All right.
Okay, he's good. Hey,
You guys, can you
Sergey.
hear me?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Okay.
All right. Sorry, keep switching between my phone and my desktop, so I think I'm good now.
Yeah,
Uh,
usually desktop's a little
yeah.
friendlier.
So, sorry, the question was about
A little friendlier.
playing the game. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
I'm hearing you, but we're getting a little bit of an echo, I think.
Hearing you, but
No.
we're getting a little bit of an
Yep.
echo, I think.
Yeah, so there is a little bit of an echo when I'm speaking, or I guess it would be the same with AK. But essentially the question was like, can you guys implement like a tutorial? Uh-oh.
Not a good day to be a milk cow.
No.
Or a milk bull, rather.
uh, Milking bulls is a little
Yeah, so
weird.
I haven't had a
Um,
chance to play the game yet, to be honest with you, in terms of the arena. I have played in terms of earnings, I've done the side quests, but I got afraid when I clicked on the arena button and it said that I had no armor and it said that I had no
yeah.
equipment. And I said, well, let me go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So
why I haven't clicked on it yet, because I don't want to lose anything. I like my whole idea is I'll build everything up. I'll start getting some armor and weapons and stuff, and then I'll dive back into it, right?
yep. Yep. Yeah,
Chris,
he
wrong
keeps dropping
AMA.
this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to answer some of the questions. I can't really answer any of the questions on the white paper itself. I'm not on the tech side of the business, but I see some really exciting activity here. Some pretty good questions. I'll go through you. The first one that I can see. So George says I started playing the game, but had difficulty understanding how it works.
Yep.
Definitely, I think we kind of addressed that one in terms of just how the team is looking to roll it out. They are looking to keep simplicity in play, but we will take into the consideration the suggestions made here and look to make a tutorial of sort where each button or each click you're doing gives you an explanation of how and why, especially the conversion option where maybe many people have not interacted with crypto before, or if they have, they might have not maybe done it through Telegram. So we will put the instructions, or rather the guide, on there. um, I see another good question here. Nadia, she's asking for Phase 10 describes a synergy where the AI proposes game content and liquidity optimizations while the DAO retains final approval. What happens if the DAO approved proposal, which the team doesn't like? I think that the team has nothing to do in the face of a DAO. So if there's a governance board that has certain allocations based on their governance allowance, and they make a vote on particular activity, I think the team doesn't really. They cannot veto that, right? That's the whole point of having a DAO. It's kind of like a board of directors, but it's more so entailed with who owns maybe a bigger majority of the share of the tokens, or who's assigned as part of that. And then they obviously have equal votes, or some votes that are fair, obviously for the continuity of the project. But that's a really good question
See,
for
when
the
it
tech
comes
side.
to DAOs, there's a little bit of an issue in the industry with DAOs. Most DAOs aren't exactly geared in like a full decentralized organization way. They're usually, if there's a centralized entity behind the game or whatever it is, in a lot of cases they end up like retaining veto powers in most cases. And that's to make sure that them spending their money and their capital on whatever it is they're building, they're not losing control of the direction. Like if somebody said, "Oh well, release all of the treasury funds to the community and put it up to a vote," of course everybody would say yes, and the company realistically would say no because that's what we're using to build the game. Um,
Hmm.
so there's been controversy in the past with DAOs, and one of the reasons why personally I've never really been a huge fan of them in the industry is because even though you're supposed to have a level of governance, it feels almost surface level. Like it doesn't feel like it really matters
Correct.
enough. And maybe that's something the team could answer once we get Sergey back, or even in a follow up, because I will be copying all of the questions from the chat. I'll be sending it to their team afterwards. Same way with any of the other AMAs we do, guys. So if you ask any questions, your question isn't answered, it's still going to be sent to them, and then hopefully they can get something out along the lines of answering out all the questions from the AMA, and maybe that'll help with some of the community that they might have on their TG with getting some of the questions answered too. Um,
Yeah.
that's usually the most value I see from a lot of these AMAs. There's a ton of questions that are asked. A ton of people want to ask them, but they don't bother to ask them because they don't want to feel dumb, or they don't want to feel like they're inexperienced, or they don't want to get banned by the team because they're worried that the team's going to flag them for being like fuddy or whatever. And we provide a very open ability for people to ask questions here, whether they're critical or not, so long as they ask it in a respectful way. It's free game, like, and if the team has a good answer for it, the team has a good answer for it. If you can't answer that at the moment, let the community know, and get back to them in the future once you've got an answer. um that's that's how we usually do it. It's okay to say I don't know at that very moment, especially during a live AMA when people can ask you questions about really technical shit that is just not feasible for you to have on the top of
Hmm.
your mind at that moment. Um, but yeah, we do have the next one. Mimo was wondering if there are any plans for an actual white or light paper. And they do have an actual Telegram chat or group. If I'm not mistaken, that's where I found the the leader bull stuff. Where is it? I'm pretty sure I shared it in the announcement post, Mimo. Let me see. Leaderable game. Yeah, that's no, that's the game one. Let's see. Leaderable. Maybe it's just yeah, it's just an announcements channel. Okay, so that's actually a really good question. Are you guys going to be opening up community for chat and discussion in the future?
Yes, absolutely. So we've actually taken a look at a couple of other Telegram game models. Some successful, some not successful. Some actually, got really, really a lot of widespread mainstream attention. But then they kind of, fell out of touch and lacked the adoption, which is, one key point that you mentioned earlier in terms of the onboarding. So, a lot of times you can get a lot of hype, you can get famous, popular influencers and KOLs to talk about you, but you might not be able to retain the community. One thing that Litterbull is doing, and that I really really like, is they are looking to build out a incentive based community. So whereas you're not just kind of clicking the milk button to earn the milk points, to be able to convert that into gaming, you just like you did some quests, maybe followed the Twitter account, the X account, maybe did a like or did something. Those quests will be there, and they're going to be slowly gamified within social interactions. So show up to your favorite AMA, you'll earn points. Ask some questions, you'll earn some points. Maybe go and do a task online, or like something or reshare something, you'll earn some points. So I do really think that that chat option is going to be incorporated for people to earn points as part of the community, and to be really incentivized and to be able to ask questions. In terms of like a global chat for like people to just to kind of talk to each other in terms of banter or everyday conversation, that is still in the works. I'm not entirely sure if that function will be there. Sergey maybe is best to answer.
Yeah, that would be something nice. A lot of the reason with like online gaming that I enjoy it is because of the socialization factor. Like I get to hang out with my friends, I get to play a game, and like having a place where you can get together with people, like and maybe meet friends in the community, discuss the different things that we might want to learn about the game, or tips and tricks, or anything around that, so that we can come together. Chats are great for that. I love that. It's kind of my thing. I'm a community nerd. So yeah, communities are the big thing for me. Um, and that's another thing, the gaming like the GameFi kind of InfoFi deal that you guys have there with that earn option. I was looking at that, and like I see that that's another like form of potential revenue generation that you guys have there with Literable. Like you go in here and you can post your own quests, upload your logo for your company, um, source link, completion counts, how many. I guess this is also not very well explained either though. Like quest name random, um go for quest reward. You can provide quest reward 10, source link www.x.com. Let's see what I can do here. Completion counts 100, right? And then okay, so it's 2K leader for 100 engagements, right? And I can mark it for only premium users, so I'm trying to target like a more um verified user base. Um, but like it doesn't explain what you're getting. Like you kind of see what you get from the other special tasks that you do, but it kind of doesn't explain it. I think with a little more information on like how to post your quest, or what posting your quest does for you, I think that that might help a lot with like clarifying things for the user base. And anybody who might be interested in posting or collaborating. Collab managers are all over the place. They're in every project. They're everywhere. They play the games. They check out the products. But if they're not on the game itself and they just jump into the TG to get an idea of what's going on, they're never going to see this. So it hurts like that reach.
Okay. Sorry, bosses.
No, no problem, bro. Um,
I'm
so,
in Vegas and I'm
oh,
traveling, so somebody's got to return the rental car. And I guess that's been my
you
task
drew the
now.
short straw.
Yeah, I drew the freaking short straw without even drawing a straw.
Uh,
I gotta get on and take my sorrows away on some litter milk. Gotta click some litter milk.
yeah, you just sit there with it going while you're driving, like
Yeah,
tap tap.
milk responsibly. Let's call it like that.
Yes,
Milk
yes,
responsibly.
yes. Both hands on the wheel. Um, all right. So if incentives were moved to, like this is a question that's probably a lot of these questions are going to be more geared for the team, and we're definitely going to be getting these out to the team, so that they can review them and answer your questions directly, guys. Sergey's having a little bit of a technical issue with connecting with Discord right now, so it's kind of counterproductive. But we do have AK here to answer what questions he can, so just bear with us. We appreciate it. But oh, was that Sergey?
I'm on. Can you guys hear me?
It's alive. Welcome back, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Sorry, I've been listening in. I wasn't sure if you guys could hear me, but sorry, I missed a good part of the good conversation. My apologies.
It's okay. It's going to be recorded. We're going to have all the questions in a document for you guys afterwards for you guys to review and provide answers to the community if you want. So one of the things that's probably a little more technical. I know you said you're more around like partnerships and marketing and stuff, so you probably wouldn't have a lot of great insight into the DAO and the structure that you guys are going to be taking. But when it comes to like the white paper release and like actually getting a community space for people to chat and participate. Do you know if there are any plans for that in the future?
So we actually have a pretty large community in Telegram. I've heard the discussion about maybe adding more clarity to the certain things within the game and living it more of an open forum, which I think is a great idea. We actually a lot of the features that are in the game are driven by the users. That those requests and questions come in the community. So I would encourage everybody to join the Telegram community and jump in with any questions. In the meantime, I'll make sure I speak with the team and make sure that we make this as simple as possible in terms of any ambiguity within the game or any questions or from the roadmap to make it as clear as possible for the community.
Awesome. I appreciate that. This one would probably be more geared towards you as one of the team members, but like in your opinion, if incentives, if the monetary rewards were removed tomorrow from the game, what part of leaderable would players want to keep coming back for since there's no more money?
Well, we honestly money was was kind of a secondary goal. We think just ability to play against against other players and the journey through the experience. We feel that alone would be engaging. I mean, they can't, the token is just kind of an extra value add. So we think that it should keep people engaged, but I must say that we have a few things that are going to be coming out in the next few months that will create even more engagement. So we feel that that it will be even more special.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it. You guys have a really long roadmap. It looks like you might be behind on a couple of things. Were there hiccups along the way that kind of slowed development down?
To be honest, just the idea is to make it engaging yet simple. So we've had quite a few things where we wanted to roll out certain things, but it would create additional complexity. And we want to stay true to the core kind of values of keeping it simple and engaging. So quite a few things in the pipeline, but the goal is to stay the course and not really create something different. We like the culture. We like the engagement. So I think I think we have I think in the next would love to do a follow up, and I think in the next few months you may get a different perception from the experience.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons why they ask questions like that is because we see games like Hamster Combat and Catizen and they blow up initially, right? And
Yep.
everybody's in them and then at 6 months TGE after things like die down a little bit and people like it gets oversaturated because typically it gets oversaturated quick. People start earning less and then they just kind of fall off. So definitely seeing what you guys have um as far as like retention methods for gamers who just want to play, that's a cool thing for me. It's something that we need more in the industry too, by far.
No,
Not just
for
mobile.
sure, and it's not only on the gaming side. From the TGE standpoint, obviously we're currently on the exchange Mexi, but we're currently in talks with exchanges and in other parts of the world, in Asia as well as in the US. So that's going to be part of our kind of V 2.0 launch, which is very we're very excited about.
That's awesome. Hamez is asking a bunch of questions, always, and they're usually very long. Hamez's questions, he got a
Very good
paragraph to
questions,
read
by
through.
the way.
Oh,
Very
he's
good
he's got
questions.
amazing questions. It's just trying to read through them live is like, hold on, let me get my glasses out. Um, he's very like he prompts the question before he gives the question. Um, but it's essentially he's saying there's a dual economy, milk to liter, through your synthetic protocol. His concern is that if milk generation is unlimited and conversion is open, aren't you essentially building an inflationary time bomb? Every GameFi project from Axie to Step N collapsed. So when token emissions outpaced demand. Um, so walk me through this. What's the mathematical safeguard preventing your milk to liter conversions from creating hyperinflation, and why should I believe your model won't suffer the same death spiral that killed every play to earn game before you?
So I can take a stab at it. It's probably more of a question for our core team, but the one thing that's important is that the amount of litters is not infinite. You know, it's a set amount of supply, and that's why I don't think we'll ever get to the point where it's going to get out of control. We have a set limit, and that's where it's going to be. There's not going to be any more production of litters. So therefore, what's there is what's going to be there with increased demand. That there's limited supply, so it's only going to increase the value.
Yeah. But I think part of the concern around it is like you're constantly able to generate liter from milk. And if there's 100,000 people playing and they're all just tapping away and doing nothing but converting milk to liter, like I mean, at some point they have to sell it back to the market. Would you guys then buy back to ensure that you can keep providing those emissions in the game?
So buyback, that's part of that's also part of the strategy. But we also one of the some of the strategies could be just be more difficult to get litters. So just like if you look at mining for Bitcoin or Litecoin, for example, mining becomes more challenging and more labor intense, and so that could be one of the strategies as well as the buyback.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine there would have to be buyback because at some point, like you have to recover the treasury that it's tokens for the conversion from milk. So at some point there, and that would probably be fueled by what? The earn where people are paying to post GameFi and then have people come to their or sort of like a QuestFi quests and then people would come and um yeah, people would essentially pay for the QuestFi, and then that would probably fund the treasury. I imagine, right?
That's the short answer is yes, but I would love to get a definitive answer. So as a follow up, if I can gather all the questions, and I'll make sure I get detailed response to each answer in each question that the community has.
Yeah, definitely. Whatever you can answer, whatever you can't answer, it's okay to say. I'm not the tech guy. I'm the marketing guy. I can help you out with that. I can't help you out with this specifically, but we'll get you the answers. That's something that's perfectly okay. I hate that like communities tend to expect specific people that work in specific departments. Doesn't matter, you're on the team. Like, we expect you to have all the answers, and that's not how it works, and they understand that here. There's going to be points when they're not going to get their questions answered depending on who came and joined us from the team, and then we will get the questions over to the rest of the team, and then they can answer the rest of the questions. Doesn't have to be all today, guys. They're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere, so we can get you answers. No big deal. Um, I think we're gonna have a lot of
Absolutely.
questions around the DAO though. It looks like that one's a big one in the community right now. Dave did ask though, when Phase 3 airdrop, and has Phase 2 been distributed because I did not receive?
As I understand, it has been distributed. If I believe we have a bot in the Telegram specifically to address some of the bugs that where people may not have received it, but I can handle it. His requests specifically if needed. I don't know if he already tried to reach out via Telegram. If not, I can get his info and happy to handle it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so Dave, head to the Telegram, head to the bot. Try to get that figured out. And hopefully at some point they'll have an open community area where you can ask your questions. And yeah, if you have any issues, let me know and I'll try to get you in touch with the team. But just open a ticket here and I'll send your information to them and we can make sure that everybody does it in a safe way. We don't typically promote contact outside of the community or tickets just because of safety reasons. The industry is dangerous. You don't want to get scammed. I don't want anybody to come into a ticket and say, "Hey, this Taurus Rush guy told me to send the seed phrase, and I sent it." This is why I tell everybody: no DMs, no contact outside of the server. If you need something, you can ask me in chat. If you need something that you want to ask privately, you can ask me in tickets. So remember, be careful. Do not just randomly contact people. Support is not always support. Um, but yeah, let's see. So Hamez has a lot of questions.
Absolutely. And by the way, you've been a fantastic host. And like I said, I'm very very surprised about some of the great questions that came from the community. And this is really going to help our development team from a business development standpoint, help on the advisory to Litterbull. So therefore, we can help Litterbull then implement all the changes based on community structure. And hopefully this helps everybody out. And, as you're going back in your downtime, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, you click some milk, you earn some money,
Yep.
and then you can compete and have some fun, right? And maybe talk a little smack to your friends, who
Yep.
also might put in another 10 minutes a day, to kind of do the same thing. It's really all about having fun. And one really key, really awesome thing that Sergey has mentioned is the supply is limited, right? So there is economics in part of this in terms of how much you can earn.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
No.
finally, it's been a pleasure. I've really, really enjoyed being here, and like I said, can't wait to get back and answer all these questions.
Yeah, it's the top of the hour already. Sorry to you guys in the audience. We did have some technical difficulties in the beginning, and a little bit of organizational issue there. But we've got that fixed now. Hopefully, we'll be able to get Sergey back again at some point to do another AMA and get the rest of the team in so that we could dive into some more of the deeper topics that you guys have, or at least get the questions answered and back out to you guys, provide you guys with the link or something, an announcement, so that you guys can take a look at it. But if you're tuning in and you're not in the Discord, you see the what we do here. You're welcome to come be a friend. www.discord.gg/CJN friends, and check out Litterbull or Leaderbull on X. It's LITRBULL, and they're a Telegram game focused on the Ton Network and building out. It looks like a click to earn ecosystem into a larger ecosystem with MMORPG and a DAO and all sorts of cool AI features that we didn't end up diving into just yet today. We're gonna get their tech guy back on here at some point so that he can answer some of these questions. But if you guys have to run, I know it's the top of the hour. more. I completely understand it. We will be doing a little bit of a giveaway. We love doing giveaways with the community. They give their time and attention to us. We try to give them as much education and value in other ways as we possibly can. So we're going to be kicking off a duck race or something in the next few minutes. So if there's anything else you would like to add, Sergey, before you head out, or if you're here to stay and you want to hang out a little bit longer, maybe answer some more questions while I'm getting situated for the giveaway for the friends, you're more than welcome to chime in.
Yeah, I'm happy. Listen, given the tech difficulties, I'm more than happy to stick around longer. Absolutely. And as I said, any in-depth questions, I'll take it to the team, and I'll make sure that I get back to you with the next few days. I'll get every single question addressed. I promise.
Awesome. We really appreciate that. Um, and Anita, you convert to leader if you go to the if you go to the Telegram game. I'll show you right here right now. If you go to the Telegram game, you go to earn no farm no shop. You go to shop, you go to fridge, and your milk converts to liter. This one's liter. So you hit the swapper and you can convert milk to liter and then liter to stars and then stars to or yeah, liter to stars, stars to liter or the ton coin to stars, and then you can like kind of do it reverse to get like leader. So you can do like the premium currency and get leader, or you can convert from milk up to leader. I wanted to cover that one because I know you asked a while ago. I didn't want to leave you hanging there. Um, but yeah, no. Let's see. Let's see if I got any questions here that aren't super technical. Since AK is more, any partnerships in the pipeline you'd love to share? Any alpha for us on any partnerships that you guys might have coming up, Sergey?
So I mentioned the important one is we're very close to going live with other exchanges. Currently, we're trading at Mexi as a token, so we
Yep.
have a few other exchanges. One of them is going to be in the U.S., which is very important. As far as other partnerships, so we have other partnerships with other kind of gaming platforms. The interesting one that I can't mention the name, but we're also in talks with some online gaming casino platforms where Litterbull could be potentially one of the games on some of the larger platforms. So that's another interesting one. So I think there are different ways to play Litterbull, not just on Telegram, but also on other platforms. So that's what I could share so far.
All right, awesome. So, I mean, realistically, most of the partnerships that you guys have are either going to be through like a blockchain partnership for a centralized exchange or a decentralized exchange, or it's probably going to be like QuestFi, I imagine. Not like any like direct integrations. I mean, at some point, maybe if you guys have like assets and NFTs that you guys are coming out with, maybe integrating the ball or something into another game could be a potential partnership. But or you guys also have your own larger game coming out too, so that's something else that you'd have to consider.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely an NFT. That's going to be I think NFTs have kind of cooled down for the last couple of years, but that's part of the roadmap for sure. And yeah, we're also working on the multiplayer mode, inspired by heroes type gameplay. That's another interesting one. But at the end of the day, we want chaos and humor to be part of it. That's the plan.
Yeah, and that's the perfect way to be. A lot of people take the approach to gaming a little too seriously. They're very corporate. They're very like business focused. You're dealing with a bunch of degen gamers. Like realistically, the people are there to have fun, and if you make some degen jokes or if you toss some memes out, nobody's gonna crucify you. It's depending on which jokes there are, of course, but like nobody's gonna persecute you for making a joke in this industry, in my opinion. I've seen so many different jokes made that are a little cringe, maybe, but like it's just part of the culture, man. It's part of the fun that we have in the industry. Um, so if if there, what, how do you know? There's so much in that roadmap document that I saw. I saw a document somewhere about a roadmap, and I was looking at it, and I was trying to like because I know we get the MMORPG game coming up. Like you guys gotta have how that's something that I'm definitely interested in, though. Trying to get my peanut brain to work at the moment. Um, when it comes to the AI, like I see a lot of mention around like AI data processing, procedural content, worlds, characters, all that stuff. Like you're taking a very heavy AI focus, and when people see a lot of that focus on the AI, especially right now with the industry being what it is. Like how much of this have you guys already prepared? How much of this is like in planning? It's really buzzwordy right now with AI because everybody's doing AI, you know. So like what do you guys have coming? Like why the AI focus so much when you could probably run with what you guys are running right now without it?
To be honest, I agree with you. This AI is getting a little bit too much buzz. It's like app development 20 years ago. Everybody wanted to have an app for
Metaverse.
everything, right? So yeah, it's getting a little bit out of hand. But I'll be honest, I've worked with the backend team on this project as well as another project, and AI is becoming a big part of pretty much everybody's tech stack. It just makes things more efficient, quicker. It's easier to not only to be more efficient, but for troubleshooting, for even for inspiration. So I wouldn't say that AI is completely it's at the forefront of everything, but it's just part of the tech stack. It's part of pretty much a lot of decision making, a lot of development, a lot of strategy. So I would just say it's a small but very important part of it.
Okay. Hey, that's awesome. Um, since we are reaching a full hour almost now, I do want to respect your time and respect the communities. Um, is there any like final words you want to say if you wanted to share one thing today to really like get people interested in Leader Bowl, what would you say?
Join the Telegram, start playing the game, and look out for the big news coming soon.
All right. Keep your ears open and eyes open for the alpha and get to milking them udders. That's that's a good way to end it. Yeah. So on that note, we're gonna start heading into the drawing portion of the event. I'm going to get the list together of all of our participants. Actually, I kind of want to test out the drawing bot itself, guys. I'm doing 5 today, so I'm going to do 2 that are. Let me export the list so that in case my bot decides to blow up again, it doesn't affect me getting this list. Um, let's see, slash stage track, export channel, CJF stage, milestone threshold 30, bang. And I've got my list. We're going to do 2 of the drawings today directly in the channel. I'm going to. This is something that we tested out yesterday, and it kind of blew up on us a little bit, Sergey. Um, But at this point, the AMA is essentially over. If you want to hang out and see the drawing, you're welcome to hang out, see the drawing, see us spin the wheel of names. If you have someplace to be or something to do, I'm depending on where you're from, it may be getting late there too. So you're welcome to head out or you're welcome to hang out. It doesn't matter, you know.
I'll definitely hang out. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, you're welcome to. Let's see. Draw winners. Let's see. Channel CJF stage. Winner counts, we're going to do 2. Milestone threshold 30 and prize amount 10. Profile requirement. I I want to set the profile requirement, but I can't because not all of you have profiles set up yet. So I'm gonna wait for that. We're gonna start kicking that off next week though, guys. So if you guys don't have your profile set up next week, you guys are gonna be excluded from the draft raffle drawings. So remember, get that set up. Head to select a role. I've posted it numerous times. I'll post it again before we end here today. Let's go. We look at that. We've got a spinning wheel, guys. It's kind of it's kind of clunky. It's kind of clunky, but it's getting there. The problem is I only have the ability to do AC with this because it doesn't allow for actual graphics, guys. So Chloe is one of our winners. It shows that she's been here for 58.7 minutes out of the hour and 10 minutes that we've been here. So yeah, um, yeah, it's the 1960s, girly. We're back on like old punch card systems. Oh God. Let's see. We've got Chloe and Mimo. Congratulations. We are gonna do the wheel spin for the next one. Just to just to get away from the 1960s. Hey, don't be hating on the clunkers, damn it. Clunkers are beings too. Let's see where are we at here. Let me get. I was gonna do a moo sound in the beginning, but we had so many technical difficulties. I can. I was gonna do it in the beginning, and it just didn't work out. Let's see. Where we at? We've got Wheel of Names. Let me get my list together, and we'll do the final three drawings off of the Wheel of Names so that you guys have something actually entertaining to see and look at as it spins. Apparently, that needs some work, guys. So just bear with me on that. I will get more work done on it. It's been fun building it, so I'm excited to see where it goes. Um, this is the one reason why I really like Discord over Telegram, Sergey, is because Discord gives you an opportunity to do cooler stuff within it. Building out like a custom bot, um, so many other things that you can, other things that you can do. So I've always been a big Discord fan. We will see if we can do the quack. We might be doing the wheel because we might have too many people. I'm showing you guys now. Freeze up to row. Oh, did I download the wrong one? I downloaded the wrong one. Okay, 1 second, guys. That was the. There we go. CJF stage consolidated. There we go. Consolidated. All right. File open. Upload. Browse. Consolidated. There we go. And we'll get this kicked off in just a second. Did it? Why did it not? What are you doing? Why is it not working? Consolidated. Uh, okay. That's weird. File import, upload. Maybe it's just my computer dying. I don't know. Let's see. Create new spreadsheet. Let's see if that'll work. Yep, there we go. Everybody having technical difficulties today, me included. I haven't lost connection yet, knock on wood. But yeah, I had that happen at the end of the AMA yesterday. My power decided it wanted to wonk out. 30 minutes. MA just made it. Um, Let's see. 25. Ah, damn it. MA just made it. So let's go here. There we go. 30 minutes was the cutoff. Um, let's see what we've got here. See how many people we've got. We've got 90. We've got 90, guys. So, and we probably got less than that because we had team members in here and stuff too. So let me make sure that I get rid of that. We've got Leo. Leo's always at the top of the list. Leo's here longer than me sometimes, Leo. What are you doing with your life, bro? No, I love you, bro. I appreciate you joining in. It's never complete unless Leo is here. We've got that. We've got that. Let's find AK. There's JK. We've got JK, and where's AK? Because AK was in here too. There's Sergey. There's AK. All right, I think we've got everybody now. So we're gonna do some duck races, guys. Um, let's go. Duck race, duck race. The duck races are fun. So like while you guys are like cow orientated, this is like completely duck orientated, and people love it because it's rubber ducky racing. And like the whole thing is we have a superstition. They have to quack for their ducks, otherwise their duck is not going to perform. So we get a lot of people quacking in the audience as people are going through the motions of hoping that they win. But yeah, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the Ducks? Who's that? What? When did Crip say he was part of the team? You were raising your hand too, girlie. All right, guys. So yeah, it's literally a rubber duck race, brain cells. Um, all right, Eggsy, you're not winning today, bro. You won like four in the last week. You can't win again. If you win again, I'm gonna lose my. I wish I could do a cow race today, guys. I don't think there is a cow race option. Otherwise, I would. Um, you of all people not ready. All right, let's go. Ready, steady, and quack. Let's go. Let's see who's going to win today. We've got it starting off strong with about 6 or 8 people in the lead. Ahmed, Nadia, Blessed, Khalifa, Emma. Oh, and there goes Emma right to the back. As soon as I said his name, he's gone. But I see Creon hanging around up there. Haven't seen Creon in a while. I did see your name down there. Thank you for joining back in. I've missed you, brother. Shinzen pushing forward, 25 Luna Sky. But it looks like George may take the win. Congratulations, George. We've got our first winner and an ad. I keep forgetting to you lose or what? What? What do you mean? Yeah, I lose my yeah. I'm not afraid to curse, bro. All my stuff is set on like adult, but like it's an AMA focused thing. All right, like I want to be somewhat professional. I could be DGen later on, guys. We'll have fun with that later. Um, try to try to have some fun while being respectful to our partners coming up today, right? Let's race again. Let's go. Ready, steady, and whack. All right. So the first one was George. Congratulations, George. Let's see who the next winner is going to be. It's YZ pushing forward. MA, Annie. Everybody else is in the back. Who's this rushing up from the back? Lily Snow pushing hard but failing to keep the momentum going. Ezra Cole and Emmanuel pushing up. 7 seconds left on the clock. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like it's going to be Emmanuel taking the win. Nina Frost couldn't make it up fast enough. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Why are there so many Emmanuels? Ah! There we go. I've got Emmanuel. Let's go. I like to make sure I'm tagging the right person because otherwise I get 100 people saying, hey, I'm Emmanuel, and they're literally Emmanuel. But, yeah. Congratulations, Emmanuel. Let's get up. I closed the wrong one. There we go. All right. Last but not least, ready, steady, and quack. Let's go. Final race, guys. Quack for your ducks. Quack for your ducks. Let's have some fun. We've got Zane Fox up in the lead with Hamez Ben. Hamez Ben falling back. Victoria YZ, Creon, and Nadia in the lead right now. Let's see who's going to take the win. 12 seconds left to go. Chloe pushing up from the rear. Chloe, I can't have you win. You already won. But Owen Dre is pushing forward. Looks like Owen Dre is going to take the win. Is it going to be Owen Dre? Yes, it's Owen Dre. Thank you for not winning, Chloe. I would hate to have to run that again. Oh, you already won earlier, okay? Your lazy duck is in the back, bro. Like your duck did not have any oomph today, girly. We should have done a bull run, bro. If I had options for it, I would do it, but we don't have options for it. And the other ones are just so limited. Like there's race timers, but for instance, the jetpack timer is probably only allows like 10 names, right? Like let's see, names, edit list, up to 6 names. So like I can't do anything with that with you guys because there's too many of you guys. All right? I need something that can do like 100, 150 people. Otherwise, it's not gonna function for us. Let me find Owen real quick. Owen Dre, bang. Ah, come on, copy. All right. All right, we've got our winners. We've got our winners. Thank you guys for participating. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Sergey, for joining us and trying to answer the questions to the best of your ability. Considering you're on like the marketing partnership side, a lot of these guys ask a lot more technical questions, a lot more of the questions around like the tokenomics and like the tech stack and the design and all these other wonderful things. And they don't know how to like they don't know how to stop. Realistically, James just continuously over and over and over again, right? Um, Nally, I will consider that for next week. How's that? This week we've had 2 events. We've had 2 other lives. There's like we've already done what we've done this week, guys. Um, so just a heads up. There's no rumble this week. And you know what? Like I told you guys, the bot events, the bot games that we have, we can have them for at any point. You know, we can have fun with them, but they're not always going to be paid. Like if it's hosted as a Wednesday event for the week, yeah, I'll attach a cash prize to it. But if it's something like we have other events already queued up for stuff like that, then no, it's not happening, bro. And I tell you guys flat out about that. Um, all right, Sergey, we're gonna end up wrapping this up. Thank you again, everybody on that's viewed live or hung out with us in the Discord. Come hang out in the Discord. Come be a friend. Come participate in leaderboards. www.discord.gg/CJN friends. We have a lot of fun here. We have a lot of things to do, a lot of things to participate in, whether it's creative, whether it's trading, whether it's just community. So I look forward to seeing you here, and I look forward to seeing the milk balances going up as you play Leader Bowl. So check Leader Bowl out on X. I have the links in the announcements here. I have it in my post. I've had them tagged. So just head onto my X, and you can check it out there. Is there anything else before you go? I know you've been hanging out here. I hope you enjoyed the event, and I hope you had fun, a little bit of fun watching the duck races as we went. Sergey?
Thank you so much. Once again, appreciate for the tech difficulties, but always happy to join back and send me the questions. I'll make sure every single question is addressed. I appreciate the opportunity.
Awesome. Sounds great. I'll have it over to probably Prash later on today so that he can tidy it up. I'm not, as you see from my spreadsheets, I'm not neat. I'm just data efficient.
No
It's
worries,
not
man.
pretty.
Thank you
It
so
just
much once
works.
again.
All right,
It
Sergey.
was fun. I really appreciate it.
All right, dude. Thanks again so much for joining us. And I look forward to seeing you